So another whistleblower in the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights was a man called Anders Kompass, who was the head of the department basically dealing with member states and field offices. And he became aware that French peacekeepers were abusing children in the Central African Republic. So children as young as 8 years old were being forced to give blowjobs in exchange for food. That is despicable. That is the opposite of what the UN is supposed to be doing. He was disgusted. So he did exactly what you should do. A crime is being committed by French peacekeepers. So he told the French, because they have jurisdiction to charge those peacekeepers. He gave them the names of the children and the names of the individuals who were abusing the children so that they could take criminal action against those people. And he was suspended for that. He was marched out of his office by UN security. He was treated like a pariah. And it was another whistleblower, a woman called Miranda Brown, who blew the whistle on how he was being treated, that eventually managed to force investigation of his treatment. And that investigation found that the former High Commissioner for Human Rights, Prince Said, who led retaliation against me, had gone against Anders Kompass with a single-minded determination, that his only concern had been to shut up the whistleblower, not to protect the children. And years later, 2 years after he was completely vindicated, but had still resigned from the UN because, of course, the UN never apologised, a journalist contacted the UN. And the response of Rupert Colville, the same spokesperson who regularly abuses me to the press, was that Anders Kompass was the shittiest person he had ever worked with. He was duplicitous, despicable, in bed with the French. That's how the UN discusses whistleblowers. And for journalists who get that kind of statement from an organisation that's meant to be diplomatic, they assume something's there and their lawyers won't touch the story. Everyone that's been involved in these cover-ups, whether of child sex abuse, without exception, has been promoted. Everyone that has reported it, that has tried to stop it, has been fired or has resigned.